Hey, what is up you guys? You Pixeled here, and welcome back to a new speed build video on the channel. And you know what I just realized? I always say welcome back to a new speed build, but what if you're new to the channel? What if this is the first video of mine you're watching? Okay, well, I might have to start changing the way I start my videos. But anyways, welcome to a new speed build video. Today we are working on a small one-bedroom suburban home, and I gotta be honest, I really like how this house looks from the exterior. I really love the exterior of this build. I think I did a really good job at making a small suburban, and I really like the exterior of this build, but I feel very iffy about the interior. I feel like I could have probably done a better job, but I struggled with the layout. I feel like the layout is definitely the weakest point of this build. So I don't know. I recommend that if you download this house, if you don't like the interior, maybe gut it and do the interior yourself, or, you know, something like that. I don't know. I don't think the interior is horrible. I just don't think it makes a lot of sense. I don't know. I don't know. I really love the exterior of this build, but the interior, I'm just very iffy about it. Like, my original plan for this house was a small suburban home with at least 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, a nice kitchen, a dining room, and a living room. But I didn't realize that I made it so small that I could only fit 1 bedroom. I probably could have snuck in a second bedroom, but the upstairs was so small that I could only fit a medium-sized bedroom and a very small bathroom. So, yeah, I don't know. I might come back to this build one day and maybe like renovate it and try different things, but I just it's a very small house. It's a very small house. So it's a 1 bedroom suburban home. It's probably perfect for one sim. I mean, obviously one sim since it's only 1 bedroom, but that 1 bedroom does have really, dude? I don't know if you guys just heard that. A loud car just passed by. Anyways, you could probably live with 2 Sims in this house because, you know, I placed a double bed in the 1 bedroom. So it's a perfect house for maybe 2 Sims, like a couple or something, roommates, maybe. Well, do roommates usually sleep in the same bed? No, I don't think so. So, yeah, mostly probably a couple could live here. I don't know. I feel very iffy about this layout and the interior of this build. I honestly feel like I could have done a lot better, but I don't know. I don't know. I suck at layouts. I always struggle, and I usually cut them out of my builds because sometimes I'm sitting here for like a good 45 minutes trying to figure out a layout, and yeah, it's just they don't always come out great. And the thing is I always end up making them very, what's the word? I always end up making them very symmetrical, which I realize that in real life, houses aren't always symmetrical. You know, you can make the house look a little bit wonky, and it makes sense because that's how houses are in real life. But I don't know. I think I need to experiment a little bit more with my layouts and, you know, just do more weird things, I guess. I don't know. Because the layout for this build was actually a bit different before I decided against it and I started from scratch. The second floor of this house originally had a very thin and long hallway. I think it was a 1x5 hallway. And, you know, with that original layout, I was able to fit in a small bathroom and 2 bedrooms upstairs. It was a small kid's bedroom and a normal sized bedroom for like the parents. But then I decided against that layout because the hallway just seemed too weird. It was very skinny and very long, and I know in real life houses do have hallways like that. But in The Sims, I feel like it just looks weird, and you know, thinking about it now, I probably should have gone with that original layout, but it looked weird, you know, it was a 1x5 hallway, it was very tiny and, like, very long, and I really couldn't put much in it, just doors, and I don't know, it just felt off, so The layout that the second floor has now is it's a medium sized bathroom. I don't think it's that small, but I don't think it's huge either, and a pretty decent sized bedroom. And I also place like a desk in the landing area of the hallway. So I was able to fit in a couple of things there, but part of me wishes that I would have stuck with the original layout because I could have fit two bedrooms, but I don't know. I don't know because I don't know if people would have liked that. Like a very long, skinny hallway. I feel like people probably would have thought that looked weird, so I decided against it. But I probably should have gone with that. I should have gone with that because then I would have been able to fit two bedrooms, excuse me. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's just building in The Sims is weird because houses in real life do have weird design choices. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever realized, but if you look at the side of a house, windows are placed very, very oddly. Sometimes they're like, one window is taller than the other, and it looks weird. But in The Sims, if you do that, it looks ugly and horrible. So yeah, there are certain things that you could do to a real life house that just doesn't work in The Sims. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I honestly feel like opening up my game right now and like retrying to do the inside of this house. I think I'm gonna do that in a future video. I'm gonna come back to this house and retry the layout because I feel like I could have probably done better, but at the same time, I kind of like how it looks. I don't know. This build gives me very conflicting feelings. I like how it looks, but at the same time, I feel like it could have been better. I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there could relate to that. Maybe you're drawing something or editing a video or building a house in The Sims and you like how it turned out, but you kind of feel like you could have done a lot better. I don't know. But not everything has to be perfect, I guess. I didn't only struggle with the second floor, but I also struggled with the first floor. I don't know if you guys saw, but a couple of minutes ago, I was trying to put the sofa and like the living room towards the front of the house next to the entrance, but that really wasn't working out because the stairs were getting blocked and it didn't make a lot of sense. So I moved the living room to the back of the house, and it's a very small living room, but I don't entirely mind it because it looks very cozy. Just like the kitchen. The kitchen is pretty small, but I also feel like it's a very cozy kitchen. So I don't entirely mind it. The only issue I think I really had with this house was the second floor because I really, 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 really wanted this house to be a two-bedroom, but I didn't have the space. And I don't know. I feel like there were a couple of changes I could have done to this house, but it's whatever. I don't think it's a horrible house. I really, really like the exterior of the house, but I don't know. I think I'm probably being too hard on myself if I'm being honest. The funny thing is, when I sat down and began building this, my original plan was to make a small suburban home and also make it a starter home. And I don't know if I forgot or if I just got carried away or whatever, but this is definitely not a starter home. I placed way too many expensive items. I used very expensive cabinets and kitchen stuff and a loud motorcycle is outside my house right now. Great. Literally every time I do a voiceover, loud cars decide that it's their time to shine. But yeah, this was originally supposed to be a starter home, and I think I kind of got carried away because this is definitely not a cheap house. I don't think it's super expensive, but it's definitely not a starter home. And it's crazy because I've attempted to build a starter home multiple times because I know they do well on YouTube and people love starter homes. So I've attempted to build starter homes multiple times, but I think it's like I'm incapable of doing so. And mostly it's because I start building something, right? And I see the potential. I see the potential. I see what I could do with it if I had a lot of money. But then I look at my budget and I see that I'm limited and I just get frustrated because I just know whatever I'm building has potential. So I just say, screw that, and I do whatever I want to the house. So yeah, that's not good. I'm gonna force myself to build a starter home pretty soon. Probably you'll probably see that video next week or the week after that. But yeah, I need to force myself to start building starter homes. Another thing that I want to do more of is build renovations because I also know that those do well on YouTube because some of the EA houses are atrocious. So I kind of would like to go into the game and renovate some of the houses. But my issue is I just when I look at some of these EA builds, I just want to bulldoze it and start from scratch. And obviously, that's not how renovations work. So yeah, I really haven't done a lot of renovation videos. I think the last time I did a renovation video was the Super Sim Labs. What is the laboratory in The Sims called? The one that came with Get to Work. Is it Super Sim? I think it's Super Sim. Anyway, this Super Sim Labs thing, I renovated that mostly because I was going to use it in a Let's Play that I never ended up doing. But, you know, I had a lot of fun renovating that, so maybe I'll have fun renovating some of the EA houses. And the thing is, I've renovated or attempted to renovate some of the EA builds because after I finished renovating the lab, I wanted to renovate the hospital. And I did get started. I think I worked on it for like 5 hours. And then I looked a little bit closely at it and I realized that I hated it. So I, canceled that project. And then I started renovating the police station. And I didn't like how that was turning out either. So, yeah, I'm not that good at renovating builds. I think the only reason I really, really liked renovating the Super Sim Labs or whatever it's called is because I drew inspiration from one of my favorite TV shows called Bones. And I drew inspiration from the lab in that show. So I think that's why I liked how that, lab turned out. Anyways, here we are at the screenshots. And by the way, do let me know in the comments what you guys want to see out of this channel. Do you guys want to see, build renovations or starter builds, stuff like that. Just let me know what you guys want to see out of this channel because honestly, I'm interested in knowing because I mostly just do original builds, but I wouldn't mind, posting more renovations and stuff like that. I've also thought of, posting cast videos, but I don't know if that's really something I want to do because sometimes I take hours upon hours working on one sim and I feel like that would just be a very, very annoying video to watch. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!